What's up, everyone? This is Pet Party. Gonna go over some Glossy versus Wavy info for anyone who's interested and doesn't really know the nuances and differences between it all. So we're gonna start with something a bit basic. So we've got Yugioh. It's one of the more popular cards out of the secret rare bundle. The main difference I'm just going to go over right now is the card stock itself. So see, there's like a smooth glossy finish. That's what we call glossy. And here, see if I can get the ripples. See, there's like a textured ripply pattern in the card stock. That's what we're going to call wavy. See if I can get a bit closer. Yeah, see the ripples? And that's glossy. Bit harder to see. Let's see. There you go. So this is just straight up comparison. Neither one of them is really faded compared to the other. Names aren't stamped on like super rare or secrets, so I can't go over that. Which brings us to the next part. So we got Blue Eyes, Wavy boy there, and this is glossy. So the difference with the between the super rares, ultra rares, and secret rares is the ultra rares and secret rares have the names of the cards actually physically stamped on the cards. Like we saw with the super rares with the Yugioh, that's part of the actual card itself. But with ultra rares, see, it's a nice gold font foiling, nice and shiny, stamped right on the card. So one of the main differences you're going to find with wavy versus glossy cards is a lot of the time this name stamp isn't going to be centered in the name box up here. So if you look at, excuse me, the one on the left, the wavy one, the name is dropped considerably down in the text box compared to the glossy counterpart. So when you're looking at them, and you're not sure, and you can see pictures of a card from LOB, and you're not sure if it's wavy or glossy, but you see the name is dropped down a lot, there's a good chance that means it's going to be wavy instead of glossy. See again, cardstock. Nice glossy finish. And here you can see the waves and the ripples and all that jazz. So one of the main differences you're going to find with LOB in the ultra rares especially is name drops. A lot of people pay extra money for the name drops, myself especially. I just like the look of them. Some people might not agree, but that's up to them. Next thing we're going to go over is fading. So a faded LOB card, this is a really nice example, is when what looks like the magenta runs low in the toner cartridge. Both of these are wavy. A lot of the wavy cards, I don't think I've really seen any glossy cards, to be honest though, have this super faded look to them. It's clear as day when you get a super faded one. A lot of the times PSA and Beckett grade these as sun damaged, even though they're not. If you look at the rosettes, let's see if I can focus this on camera. This is going to be super hard. Bring it right in. Okay, this is way more difficult than I was thinking. Yeah. There we go. Look at your rosettes. Look at your rosettes. If you look at the rosettes on a sun faded card versus the rosettes on a printer faded card, they do look considerably different. There's a color missing as opposed to all the colors being duller and faded. That's the main thing if you're trying to figure out if a card's sun faded versus actually faded. And like I said, generally glossy cards don't really have faded versions of them. This is a super faded trap hole. This is a normal printing trap hole. So this is a nice comparison to show you. Another one to show you Beckett versus PSA. This is Flame Swordsman. As you can see, the nice bright purple. Pretty sure this is actually magenta. Yeah. Nice bright color here. Over here it's nice and faded. So that's not sun damage. Both of these are wavy. This one's a little bit subtler than the other one. Hard to get this one on camera. This one's wavy for days. Yeah, so really big clear difference between the cards themselves. Some people like faded over non-faded. That's another whole debate for another day. But that pretty much wraps up the main differences. So go over them quick again. We got Raigeki. So we got the cardstock, super rares. Names are always going to be in the same spot because it's part of the card picture. Ultras and secrets. We get into name drops. If names drop, chances are it's going to be wavy. And then you get into your fade. If card's faded, 9 chances out of 10, it's going to be wavy too. Unless someone did sun damage to it, in which case that's another whole argument for another day. I think I have Trihorn Dragon though, actually. I can show you a secret rare version. Yeah. So this is Trihorn Dragon, just to show you what secrets look like. This is wavy. Nice and fade. I'm not sure about the name drops on secrets, to be honest, though. This is a nice faded copy, though. I really like this one. I graded this one myself. So, depending on who you are, some people like the fade on the cards. Some people like the name drops. Some people just like wavy. Other people don't like wavy as much. It's all personal preference, but at least now you know a bit of the differences between wavy and glossy. If you're wondering about, say, non-hollow cards, that gets super complicated. And unless you know exactly what you're looking for, it's going to be very hard for you to tell the difference. I can tell by looking at them. This is from wavy. This is from glossy. Looks a bit duller. Not all cards are like that. This has like a glossier shine to the cardstock itself. This is more of like a flat finish. And the backs, you're going to see the same thing. Oh, there's that tape residue again. You're going to see like the bumps and ridges more pronounced on the back. Compared to this is more of a shiny, glossier finish on that. So most people don't really care about non-hollow waving versus glossy, but that's a general gist of it. It's super hard to tell the difference, especially in graded cards, unless you know what to look for. So if you're trying to say that, oh, well, I want a full PSA 10 registry set in wavy cards, that's going to be next to impossible for you to try and do unless you're grading them all yourself, which I also don't recommend. PSA has been extremely harsh on cards as of late, especially the non-hollow, so you're going to have your work cut out for you if you're trying to do that. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram, Petaparty, and let me know what you think. Have a good one.